Do you have a strategic architecture playbook? Well, you do now. Now, I've done lots of videos over the years. You've seen them on all the platforms, and you would have seen the wonderful Nigel Schmalkuche before, because we've done lots of videos together, Nige.
That's right.
But I've never done book club before. This is amazing. This is very cool. And you're actually one of two people very close to me from a business sort of friends circle who've done a book recently. So I feel like I'm getting closer to doing one myself, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about your book. Now I feel very interviewer. It is the Strategic Architecture Playbook, which is available on Amazon right now.
That's right.
And I mean, I hear that I'm in this book somewhere.
Yes.
But what's it all about?
4 photos of you in there, I think. So the Strategic Architecture Playbook really is like a practical guide for people in digital transformation. You might be a CIO or a CDO, or like a manager or a business manager. You might be an architect, or you might be in the project delivery side. So it really does emphasise the architecture and how architecture can align the strategy to delivery. And a lot of practical use cases in there. So we've got 10 in there that you've featured in a couple of times. And it's more about giving back, I suppose, all the experiences that I've had over the last 8 years in consulting. I've put in the book. There's theory in there, but there's also a lot of practical tips and the 10 use cases that it sort of expands on those.
I love that.
Yeah.
Very good explanation. And you know that I'm a change manager. I love engaging people. So I'm really curious to know, like, what was it that drove you to write this book? You work with so many people, and if you haven't looked at Nigel's resume, it's very impressive. It's well beyond the 8 years he just mentioned. But you know, obviously there was a gap or something that you were seeing where you went, I've got all of this knowledge and all this experience, I've got to put it in a book. What was that catalyst for you? Yeah,
I think because I've got a lot of courses and a lot of information out there, but just to put it into one book, a lot of structure. So it provides that structure at the start. What is the strategic architecture framework? What are the main principles? And then it gets into the use cases and how to apply things. It also talks a lot about some of the emerging technologies like AI and data and those sort of things that you need to have these days. And the ability to write impact statements, the ability to expand on things, and the ability to have clarity when you're talking to executives around architecture and strategy.
Beautiful. One last question, Nige, before we let people know where they can maybe pick up a copy themselves. But who is this best for?
Okay, so it probably is best for anyone in the architecture area, so enterprise architects that might want to look at strategies and might want to look at the delivery. So it really does provide that pivotal sort of aspect, but it really can be across that any of the executives area where they need to have better presentations, where they need to communicate better with technical people as well, and anyone across the digital transformation as well would be a benefit. But to answer your question, it's probably more the architect that would have the most value out of it.
I like that. Well, as I've learned working with you, to have as much knowledge as you can in this space makes you very dangerous as a delivery person, whether you're a changey or a PM or an executive sponsoring a project, particularly a digital one. Thank you, Nige. Now, where can people pick up the book?
Yeah, we'll put a link in this post. So it's just at Amazon. It's available in an ebook format if you want to, or available in the paper book format. It's got plenty of illustrations. There's over 50 illustrations in there, so it's a lot of showing what to do, providing some practical advice and use cases that we've had.
Beautiful. Thanks, Nige.
Thank you.